Welcome to Tad Talks with your host, Tad Western.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the day again. It's Tad Talk with Tad Western. I'm your host, Tad Western. Today is Tuesday, August 28th, 2018. Damn, where has summer gone? It's almost Labor Day, right? It's Labor Day, Labor Day weekend's coming up here, so get out, grill some hot dogs, smoke some meth, drink some beer, do whatever you want, do whatever Americans do on Labor Day. Anyway, what do we got going on? It's Taco Tuesday, so go get you a taco or two, whatever type of taco you want. I prefer a El Pastor, but anyway, I'm hungry right now. If you can't tell, I'm a little hungry, but I'm getting ready to go play basketball, so I can't eat till later. So I won't be eating till about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. But who gives a fuck about that? Anyway, I hope you're all having a good day. If you're not, then I'm sorry. Maybe Tad Talk will cheer you up. So anyway, if you like Tad Talk, Tad Western, go ahead, like, subscribe, rate on iTunes or Stitcher, whatever the fuck you listen to this dumbass show on. SoundCloud, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm on. Whatever platform, just go ahead, throw me a like, share, whatever. Tell a friend, spread the good word. If you like me. If you don't, then just spread the word of how shitty Tad Western is and how his podcast sucks and he's a horrible human being. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't affect me one bit. Anyway, so last night we were talking we were having a conversation here, Tad, on the podcast. No, it's me talking into a microphone. Anyway, I went and I was doing laundry. I was washing clothes, and my house about burnt down because I had cleaned my oven, and apparently I had pushed one of the buttons to turn it on. Had no idea. So if you listen to the last podcast, you hear a little, 2-minute gap. That was me trying to figure out what the hell in my house was burning. Come to find out, it's all the shit in the bottom of my oven, which I should probably clean out, but what the hell. So anyway, I washed clothes, and I took them down to the laundromat to dry because I had all kinds of shit. I did like 3 loads of laundry because I'm a procrastinator. Who would have thought Tad Western was a procrastinator? It only took me, 6 months to put out a podcast after whatever. Well, I'm back on the wagon, or off the wagon. I don't know. Oh, I'm Tad Western. I'm on a wagon. That's all I know. I'm heading forward into the sunset. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I go to the laundromat, and if you think going to the laundromat is sketchy during the day when the sun's up, you should try going at, around 10 p.m. at night, because you'll have your daytime dandies who are, cracked out, but everything's worse at nighttime. I don't know why. I walk in, and sure enough, there's like 5 female zombies all together. I don't know what they were doing. If they were probably sharing needles, honestly. They're scratching and everything else. So, they were methed out. And they probably weighed about, maybe 250 pounds between all 5 of them. I don't know what that breaks down to. Probably 50 pounds apiece. Yeah, there was a fat one. She probably weighed 70, but whatever. Don't you hate that when a girl's real skinny, but she's got a super fat face? She looks like a chipmunk. I don't know what they should call that. The Alvin syndrome or what? But anyway, so there was meth heads in there, and I mean they weren't just meth heads, they were like meth head to feet. Their entire body, they were just full of meth. You could be a meth head and just do meth once a day, but these people are like, no, fuck that. We're doing meth every hour. We're up to our nostrils in meth. So anyway, yeah, these people were in there washing clothes or doing whatever the fuck goes on at laundromats at 10 o'clock at night. I have no idea. But there was one normal guy in there working. He wasn't working. Nobody works at a laundromat. What am I talking about? The only people doing the work are the washing machines. And they need to unionize, get better wages. So, why is everybody pissed off about automation? go to LaundroMETH. Nobody talks shit about the robots at the LaundroMETH. Come on, people. It's easy as shit. You walk in whenever you want. You do your laundry and you walk out. There's nobody there taking control of a washing machine or bossing around washing machines or dryers. So yeah, I'm all for automation. The less people I have to deal with in my life, the better. So anyway, there's this normal looking guy sitting there waiting on his clothes to dry or wash or whatever the hell he's doing. And I say normal looking because, well, my dumb ass is wearing swim trunks and a cutoff that I've had since like middle school. It's a white shirt, but it could be considered ivory colored now. So, and I'm wearing shoes with no socks. Now I know that I'm wearing shoes. I'm not like wearing sandals with socks because that's a cardinal sin in fashion. I know that. But when you wear shoes and no socks, most people they don't look at your feet. They don't know that you're not wearing socks. They could think that you're probably just wearing the little booty boots. The little slip-on slips, the ones that just barely hang over your heel. But yeah, but wearing no socks to me is more of a self feeling of shame and shit than actually wearing socks. So it's like I'm too fucking lazy to bend over and put socks on. And then about 2 minutes after not wearing socks and shoes, you're already pot committed because your feet get all hot and moist, and it's like a Tallahassee swamp beaver or something in your feet. It's just nasty. It starts stinking and everything else. But whatever. Who the fuck cares? I'm going to a laundromat at 10 o'clock at night, and I was not the most ratchet person there. So the other guy, the only other guy that worked that was in there who looked normal, he had a traveler-sized bottle of vodka that he was just taking pulls off of. I was like, I kind of like this guy. I like his spirit. I'm not a fan of the spirit he is drinking because it was like I think it was like a Kamchatka knockoff, which Kamchatka is shit. So this is probably one tier above nail polish remover, what this guy was drinking. I had never even seen the bottle before. Maybe he had it imported or something. Maybe it was really good. I don't know. But this guy, I don't know. He was just getting hammered at the old laundromat. So I get all my. I've got about. They all got done before. They were all out of there by the time my clothes are dry. That's what I'm trying to say here. I'm lost for words. The cat's got my tongue, as they say. So it's just me and this old lady in there. She's drying her clothes or some shit, and then I go out to get my laundry baskets because for whatever reason I took them back out to my car. That shows you how often I go to a laundromat. I go in, I put my shit in the dryer, and then for whatever reason I went back outside and put my baskets back in my car. That's how trustworthy these people were. I think subconsciously I did. I was like, I don't want these people stealing my clothes baskets. And they're like, just plastic clothes baskets. But that's the type of crowd we're talking about here at 10 o'clock at night. So I'm heading back out to get my clothes baskets out of my car. And this guy in this truck pulls up next to me. And he hops out. Hey, man. Hey, what's that? He goes inside. Apparently I think it's his mom, or maybe he was just really into MILFs like 30 years ago and married an older lady. I don't know. I don't know what their arrangement was, but he was there. He was picking her up. And so they get their shit together and roll out. So I'm outside just fucking around. He goes to start his truck, and lo and behold, his battery's dead or something. And he's like, "Hey, man, can I get a jump?" And I was like, God damn it, here we go. I'm gonna be. Oh, I was like, I don't have cables, man. Oh, I got cables. All right, so he cracks his hood. He's got a brand new battery in this truck. I'm like, well, shit, this dude's got a brand new battery and his truck still won't start. He's got something fucked up. His alternator's bad or something, but he just bought a battery. He didn't fix the actual problem. He put a Band-Aid on a, not a flesh wound, I don't know, a mortal wound. You can't just, it's like a chainsaw wound. You can't put a Band-Aid on it. You gotta cauterize that son of a bitch take a hot iron to it, something. So anyway, he gets his jumper cables out. I fire my car up. It's all fucking pimped out. We hook these bad boys up, these jumper cables, and he's sitting there for about. He's like, it'd probably take about 5 minutes. I was like, whatever. I was like, dude. I said, you got until my clothes are dry to try to get this bad boy jumped. So he tries and tries. Sure enough, my clothes, I see them. They stop spinning. I go in, get them out. I don't even fold them. I just throw them in the basket because I'm a fucking savage. I don't give a shit about wrinkles. If I'm not getting fucked because of my wrinkly shirt, then God damn it, you can't have me at my best. That's right, women. If you can't have me at my wrinkles, you can't have me at my best. I'm not ironing for no pussy. So anyway, I take my shit back outside. And I was like, man, I hate to tell you, but it's this time. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, bro, I got to get up. And I didn't call him bro. Like I said, sir. I said, sir, you're going to have to get this goddamn car started or call a wrecker or something because I got to get out of here. So he tries it one more time, and sure enough, it doesn't start. Nothing happens. Doesn't turn over. Barely cranks. And I was like, well, I hate to leave you stranded here, but I got to go home. So I don't know what ended up happening. They were like, well, we got to walk home. And by that time, I was already in my car. I'm like, see you later. I've only got 2 seats. I'm not shuttling your Bucktown asses back and forth from the laundromat at midnight. So anyway, that was my exciting night. I didn't think I'd get any content or have anything awesome, any personalized stories to tell you guys today because, hell, what the hell happens in 24 hours? But who knew? Who knew going to a laundromat could be, I don't know, 12 minutes of content. So anyway, what else we got? Oh, we got some news. We got some news to do. Let's see here. In news, Tesla. We got some Tesla news. The Tesla semi-truck is already crossing the U.S. alone. This is by Tech Radar. Blah, 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 blah. Semi-truck is... After Electric reported that the semi had called in on trucking giant J.B. Hunt. Blah, blah, blah. The vehicle is driven across the country alone using the Tesla Supercharger network. And it's apparently it's quite a feat these days because it's early in the semi. Oh, got an email. It's getting in the semi world of automated trucks. Now, I don't like driving next to big rigs, but now being a automated big rig, this is gonna suck. Not for me, but for the kids. Think about the kids who their only happiness is doing the old hand out the window, arm out the window, pump, pull the horn, trucker man, and then the trucker man gives them the old doot doot. I mean, that was like the greatest thing ever as a kid. And then if they didn't do it, that's where you learn to flip off the truck drivers. I've been in some cars where my cousin Aaron, he's been pissed at truck drivers before and thrown Cokes out the window, Polar Pops and shit at them because they'll cut them off. So yeah, now what's the fun in that? Now that there's nobody driving the car, it's just some automated GPS bullshit. But I think there's going to be problems with these Tesla trucks getting hijacked because I've seen the original Fast and the Furious, and the only thing stopping them was the driver with the shotgun. So now they can just blow the tires out of the Tesla truck and then come up and steal all the goodies out of the back of the truck. So I think there's going to be a real insurance rates are going to be going through the roof on these Tesla hauls. To stop a truck or stop a car from getting hijacked, you get low jack, which is kind of weird. So you got your hijack is being stolen. You got your low jack to prevent your stolen. You want to be the person who's, I don't know, you're mid jack. You want to be jacking right in the middle. Normal, nothing's going on, you're not getting your shit stolen, and you're not stealing shit. You want to be a good mid-jack citizen. And low jack, for those of you who don't know, is like a GPS sensor that you put on your car, so if somebody steals it, you can get it back. But yeah, low jack, fun fact of the day, low jack actually got the company got their name from when their CEO came home one day, and he found his son who happened to be a midget masturbating in his basement. And he said, "Son, you brought so much shame upon this family that now it's my turn to bring the shame on you." Because he was a tall guy and he wanted his son to play professional basketball, but he turned out to be a dwarf. And he took it personally. So he said, "Son, I'm going to name my company Low Jack after this exact moment of time of you jacking it in our basement." And so I think the guy ended up killing himself. But yeah, happy story. But yeah, good thing his son wasn't retarded, because then the company would have been called Slow Jack, and I don't think Slow Jack could have got it as far with that name as they have with Low Jack, because nobody likes a Slow Jack. So anyway, that's my Tesla news. Then we've got, what else do we have in news here? We've got, speaking of automotive-related news, L.A. prosecutor arrested after crashing his car and then drinking as he waited for police. Now, there's video of this. I watched it. This prosecutor rear-ended a radio DJ, big boy, out in L.A., and he completely fucked up both cars. I mean, he hammered him. Not only did he hammer the car in front of him, he was hammered. They caught this on camera. The guy's literally drinking out of a Smirnoff. It looks like a Smirnoff lime, or not lime, lemon. It's like a yellow badge on the vodka. So I don't know what kind of I think it's some flavored vodka. And the dude's just taking pulls off of it while he's waiting on the cops. The cops finally get there. They have to pull him out of the car. The guy's pants fall off. I don't know if he was slow jacking it when he was in traffic. I know LA's notorious for their super slow traffic. So he could have been, I don't know, drinking and rubbing one off there in traffic and just rear-ended this guy. But that's no excuse. This guy was shit-faced. I don't normally condone unsober driving, but guys, don't ever drive this drunk. If you can't stand up, don't get behind the wheel. There's no way you're going to make it home. You're just going to end up hitting a radio DJ and making an ass out of yourself. But it's crazy how he was a LA prosecutor, so I'm sure he's going to get the book thrown at him. Probably won't. That was what we call, I don't know, sarcasm in the biz. So, Tesla, already did that story. Oh, let's see here. Here we go. Here's another headline. DineNDash dater. DineNDash dater. I like that. That's some alliteration there. You get a Fox News gets an A+ from Tad Western on the DineNDash dater. He faces 10 felony counts for allegedly skipping out on dates before bill. So this guy, I don't condone doing this, but you know what? This is equality, women. You can't expect for all this equality shit not to swing back the other way, and guys to start doing dick shit like chicks do. You know, oh, I got a phone call, I gotta go to the bathroom. Next thing you know, you're sitting there. Now, I don't know if he was gonna pay and these dates just went super shitty or what. But anyway, here's the story. California man is facing 10 felony counts. I don't know how they're getting on 10 felony counts. Do you rack up $1,000 or something each date? Anyway, this Paul Guadalupe Gonzalez, build that wall. 45, set up dates across Southern California and would enjoy meals before he'd disappear. Well, that's DineNDash implies that. 8 women. So this dude's taking out 8 chicks, not all at once, obviously. He made them. 8 women purportedly ended up paying the bills themselves. One in the belief that the defendant was going to pay her back. Well, that bitch was tripping. While in the other 2 instances, the restaurants picked up the check. How in the hell? So they bitched to the restaurant like it's the restaurant's fault? That's a bunch of shit. I'm gonna start taking chicks out and tell them, hey, I'm gonna leave. You blame it on me, and then you leave and you fight the bill with the maitre d'. We'll get a free meal. Meet me at the movie theater, and then I'll grab a giant popcorn that they refill the buckets out of the trash can, take it up there and say I dropped it on the floor. They'll give me a new one, and then we'll get free popcorn at the movie theater. So they could pull that scam too. This is just free food date night. That's what this is. So anyway, they haven't contacted Gonzalez yet. It's unclear if he has a lawyer. Probably not. He faces up to 13 years in prison. What? Holy shit. He is accused of defrauding the women, not the restaurants, of nearly $1,000. Bitch, you didn't get defrauded. You got played. Man the fuck up. Kona, you whinies. Kona's out there whining. He said, yeah, that's right. Man the fuck up, woman. So anyway, he would, one of the victims said she was looking good and thought, why did he choose me? So this dude must be a complete catch, and he's just taking Wells out for dinner or something. That's what this sounds like. This guy's got a hell of a scam going on here. He ordered a salad with shrimp, a filet mignon. Oh yeah, he went all out, she told him. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, my phone's dying. I'm waiting on a call from my mom about my aunt. I'm going to go to my car and get my charger. And then he just rolled the fuck out. So she was stuck with a $130 bill. I didn't mention it to the restaurant. I just think it was embarrassing. My pride, I felt dumb. Jesus, yeah. You got played, playa. So that guy's going to jail, though, for apparently taking women out on dates and not buying their dinner. Nice. Speaking of meat, Missouri becomes the first state to regulate use of the word meat. USA Today. On Tuesday, Missouri became the first state in the country to have a law on the books that prohibits food makers from using the word meat to refer to anything other than animal flesh. All right. So technically, human meat is not meat? I don't know. This takes aim at manufacturers of what have been dubbed fake or non-traditional meat. Fake meat! Vegans blown the fuck out. You're not eating no tofurkey. Oh, clean meat, also known as lab-grown meat. Oh, that just sounds nasty. I don't even want to read this. This is making me sick. Do we not have bacon still? Why would you want lab-grown fucking meat? I don't want anything grown in a lab. I've seen plenty of movies. Nothing good is ever grown in a lab. Except for, like, ear transplants they grow on the back of mice. That's good. Not to eat, though. All right, so state law, blah, 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 blah. Missouri Cattlemen's Association. Oh, so they got some, the beef lobby up there is working to get the law passed. God damn it, somebody's always lobbying big beef. These sons of bitches, they had to get the government involved, didn't they? The big issue is we need our consumers to know what they're getting. Yeah, because are you going to start labeling bologna cow asshole or pig asshole? No. So you don't want anybody knowing what you're getting. These fucking assholes. They're just trying to push out the lab-grown meat competition because it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper and probably taste better. So anyway, Tofurkey. Hey, look, Tofurkey is an actual company. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a bullshit. But they filed a injunction saying that it's against their First Amendment rights because meat also refers to the edible parts of nuts and fruit. That's right, and that's why I call my cock and balls my meat. The statute prevents the sharing of truthful information. I don't know. This is all a bunch of litigious bullshit. Anyway, vegans, why do you want to call it meat? The whole point about being a vegan is that you can tell everybody how meat's evil and saving the whales and I eat plants. Why would you want to call anything meat if it's fake meat? That just doesn't make any sense. Just eat your goddamn vegetables and shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your goddamn soy burgers. Oh, speaking of beating meat, in Toronto, a sex doll brothel is to open. The first one in North America. Canada isn't North America. They're like West England or West UK or something. I don't know what the fuck Canada is. They're not America. Anyway, a brothel is set to open, but it won't be sex workers. Well, they will be sex workers, but they're not real women. They're high-tech sex dolls made of silicone, and those parts are made for toys. Aurora Dolls is launching the brothel, and it's near Shepherd Avenue. If any of you freaks, my listeners in Toronto, want to go check this shit out. Which also houses a nail salon, a massage parlor, and a dry cleaner. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is 100% Asian-owned. Just going off stereotypes here. I don't know. Could be Vietnamese. I don't know if Vietnam's in Asia or not. I assume so. We operate similar to a brothel, where guests come in, have their own room. Marketing director Claire Lee. Last name Lee. I think I'm on to something. We have a TV monitor that plays adult entertainment and a doll. Now, is the adult entertainment for the doll or the human, I assume? We will be ready and waiting for you in your room. Oh, they will be waiting for you in your room. Names, photos, and descriptions of the dolls can be found on the company's website, along with rates that range from $80 for one doll for 30 minutes to $960 for two dolls for 4 hours. Holy shit. What the fuck are you going to do with two sex dolls for 4 hours? I mean, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. If people start paying this, I'm going to have to open one of these bad boys up. What kind of freak needs two dolls for 4 hours? Jesus fucking Christ. Maybe they're watching for adult entertainment, they're watching like the Godfather series or something. I don't know. And he just wants to put his arm around two dolls. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's women. I don't know why I said men. I need to be more inclusive here on Tad Talk. So maybe it's just it's a giant scissor factory. So they put their payment, blah, blah, blah. They go in, and apparently they're not going to bump into a single person. Yeah, that's the whole point. They're going to be bumping into dolls. If they were attractive and normal human beings, they could be bumping other people. But I don't know. These are freaks. I love them. I love them. Get your freak on. So the company also encourages the use of lube and condoms and says the dolls will be cleaned after each customer using a 3-step routine to get them as clean as possible. The first step should be lighter fluid. Second step is match. Third step, explosion. You don't want to be going last in the gangbang of the robot here. It's not good. But they do you want to use some lube because you don't want to be hurting the doll there, tearing it a new asshole. I wonder how often they got to replace them. Guys, oh Jesus Christ, guys are nasty. This is ridiculous. I wonder if they got insurance, if there's a company that insures sex dolls. That'd be pretty neat. Anyway, speaking of sex, this is out of the Scotsman. Edinburgh Student Union to hand out gender badges during Freshman Week. Gender badges. This sounds kind of like what Hitler did in the Holocaust. Gonna hand out badges. Here you go. Jews, gypsies, gays, blacks, lesbians. Okay, so the students are being encouraged to wear their gender pronoun badges. Blah blah blah. Because we don't want to make assumptions based on appearance, singling out trans people who want to clarify their pronouns. Okay, all right. I would write on my badge AK-47 and just see how many people would get completely, because I identify as assault rifle, because I shoot lots of rounds a minute. That's a joke. Many people assume pronouns and shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. You know what? This is all a mess. I don't care. You can cut your cock off, be whatever you want, be a fish. Doesn't matter to me. I just don't. Once you start telling people what to call you or whatnot, I don't know. If they start legislating it, that's where I have a problem with it. I don't really give a shit if somebody says, "Oh, I prefer to be called she instead of he." I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll call you she. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. But once you start trying to legislate it, that's where I have a problem. In celebrity news, Demi Lovato, she OD'd. I wonder how she's doing. But apparently her drug dealer, the guy who sold her the pills, told TMZ that she 100% knew what she was taking. I disclosed her. What a good drug dealer. This guy's awesome. I bet his business is going through the roof. Roofie. I disclosed to her that these were not pharmaceutical. These were aftermarket pills. What are these, hopped up? You got fucking Steve Saline up in the horsepower of these pills here. They're much stronger. She understood it fully and it was unfortunate what happened, but for anyone to think there was any misconception on my behalf is ridiculous. I'm just the innocent drug dealer. I didn't do anything. Yeah, it's a wake-up call. It definitely opens my eyes about the dangers of these drugs in the wrong hands and in the wrong usage. It can be hurtful. I'm not trying to hurt my friend. She's a really good friend of mine. Oh, God damn it. I feel bad for this guy. He about killed his friend. That's what happens when you smoke fucking meth. Your friends are going to die. You're going to end up at a laundromat at 10 o'clock at night, and Tad Wester's going to be talking about you the next day. You fucking crackhead. Anyway, fuck this guy. Demi Lovato, you need to get your shit together. Because I like staring at those titties on The Voice. So get your shit together. Anyway, what have we done here? Oh, we've hit our daily goal. Yeah, anyway. I think I'm off to play basketball. I'm going to go walk the pups. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Kona's out there growling. Maybe he's attacking a squirrel that broke into my house. Probably not. But anyway, until tomorrow, remember, keep them holstered. Oh, no, I can't sign off yet. I got to tell you to go like, subscribe, and rate on iTunes. But thank you to all my listeners, everybody who gives me good feedback, and until next time, remember, keep them holstered unless you're ready for a shootout. Pew, 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 pew.